He should resign then, right? I mean, we are in a very weird, precarious time in the history of our country. Donald Jocelyn Trump, only 1,459 days to go. It's been 24 hours since he was sworn in. Already Donald Trump has ended the war in Ukraine on day one. Half of us are worried Trump won't do the things he promised. The other half are worried he will do those things. I'm in the latter category. We're not even a day in. He's already done there's so many terrible deeds.
Trump's second day in office was like a comedy sketch gone wrong. Ever seen a toddler try to run a country? Well, that's what we got, folks. Jimmy Kimmel couldn't resist taking shots at the new prez.
But he's also done some fun things, like when he said this, and I want you to listen closely here, because the question is, does he say every day we get some penis?
Every single day we get subpoenas.
As is tradition for every incoming president, Trump has a new portrait. He posed for this menacing photo. It goes up at every post office, every airport. That spray tan scowl will be glaring at you.
He roasted Trump harder than a Thanksgiving turkey. Want to know what made Kimmel lose it? Stick around, it's gonna be huge. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now back to the video.
Coke button is back. He's also got, this time he's got a chalupa cannon and a McNugget knob too. And he has another little button to lock the door when he hears Elon coming. The new regime has already redecorated the Oval Office. They moved in a bust of Winston Churchill, a portrait of Andrew Jackson, and this was smart. They put plastic covers on the couch in case J.D. Vance gets a little too lovey-dovey. Elon Musk reportedly badgered Trump into giving him an office in the West Wing. It's kind of a tough situation for Trump because, on the one hand, you know he can't stand this guy.
All right, folks, buckle up because Trump's back in the White House, and he's redecorating like a toddler who just discovered glitter glue. On day 2 of his presidency, our favorite orange menace decided the Oval Office needed a huge makeover, and boy, did he deliver. Picture this. Trump barges into the Oval Office, points at everything, and yells, "Change it!" Suddenly, the room transforms into what can only be described as a Vegas casino's fever dream. The walls are now covered in gold leaf wallpaper because nothing says presidential like looking like you live inside a giant Ferrero Rocher. But wait, there's more. Remember that infamous Diet Coke button? Well, guess what? It's back, baby. That's right, Trump brought back his favorite way to summon fizzy drinks faster than he can tweet. Kofef. But why stop there? Rumor has it he's added a few more buttons to his presidential desk. There's now a chalupa cannon for those late-night Mexican food cravings, and a McNugget knob for when he needs a quick snack between insulting foreign leaders. The new decor is so tacky, it makes a leopard print Snuggie look classy. Trump's added portraits of himself everywhere. There's Trump on a horse, Trump as Napoleon, and even Trump as the Mona Lisa. It's like walking into a funhouse mirror maze.
Traditionally, the outgoing president will leave a letter for the incoming president. Obama left a note for Trump, Trump left one for Biden, but no one knew if Biden left one for Trump until Trump was sitting at his desk and a Fox News reporter asked about it. On the other hand, he needs his money. It's what they call a Melania's dilemma. I don't know how long this is going to last, but can you imagine how annoying it's going to be for the White House IT guy?
Did President Biden leave you a letter?
He may have. Wait. Don't they leave it in the desk? I don't know. Oh. Maybe we should all read it together.
Let's read it.
Well, maybe I'll read it first and then make that determination.
That sounds great.
Peter, thank you very much. I may not have seen this for months.
But instead of your reflection, it's just Trump's face distorted in various ways. And let's not forget the centerpiece of the room, a solid gold toilet. Because nothing says, "I'm a man of the people," like literally sitting on a golden throne. It's so shiny, you can see your reflection in it. Well, Trump can see his reflection in it, which is probably why he installed it in the first place. Jimmy Kimmel, our favorite late-night comedian, couldn't resist taking a jab at Trump's new digs. He quipped that Trump's office now looks like a dictator's man cave. I mean, he's not wrong. All that's missing is a neon sign that says, "No girls allowed," and a mini fridge stocked with Trump-branded vodka. But the real kicker? Trump's added a big red button labeled nuke right next to his Diet Coke button. Don't worry though, it just launches a bunch of confetti and plays a recording of Trump saying, "You're fired," because nothing says stable genius like a fake nuke button, right? Well folks, it looks like our orange commander-in-chief decided to take a field trip to the Washington National Cathedral.
His way through a service held in his honor at the Washington National Cathedral. They should have let him bring his sword in to play with to keep him.
Liberty in our land. Fill them with the love of truth and strength to uphold our democracy and the rule of law.
Donald Trump, as anyone named Donald Trump will tell you, loves the Lord, he loves church, he loves to worship, he loves the Bible, and most of all, he loves the Lord's Prayer.
And let me tell you, it was about as holy as a ham sandwich at a bar mitzvah. You'd think a guy who claims to be the second coming of Jesus would feel right at home in a church, but nope. Donnie Diapers was squirming in his pew like a kid who desperately needs to pee during a long sermon. According to eyewitnesses, Trump's face during the service looked like he was trying to crack the Da Vinci Code with a crayon. Maybe he was just confused by all the talk about loving thy neighbor and not being a massive jerk. But the real kicker came when the bishop started preaching about showing mercy to marginalized groups. Our grumpy Trumpy apparently didn't like that one bit. Word on the street is he suggested the bishop should have worn a MAGA hat instead. Because nothing says Christian values like a hat promoting divisive political slogans, right? And get this, when it came time for the Lord's Prayer, Trump couldn't even be bothered to fake it. He just stood there, probably daydreaming about his next tweet storm or how to make his fake tan even oranger. It's like he thought the prayer was some kind of spell to summon vegetables to his plate. Jimmy Kimmel, our late night hero, couldn't resist taking a jab at the orange turd's church misbehavior. He quipped, "Can you imagine being mad in a church?" Well, Jimmy, when you've got the emotional maturity of a toddler who just had his favorite toy taken away, anything's possible, but the cherry on top of this unholy sundae. After the service, Trump had the audacity to critique it like he was Gordon Ramsay reviewing a burnt toast. He actually said, "I didn't think it was a good service. They can do much better." Oh, I'm sorry, Your Highness. Was the millennia-old tradition of Christian worship not entertaining enough for you? Maybe next time they should add some pyrotechnics and a swimsuit competition to keep you engaged. Jimmy Kimmel's roast of Trump's second day in office was like watching a bad reality TV show, but with real-world consequences. Our favorite late-night comedian didn't hold back, serving up laughs while pointing out the absurdity of the situation. Kimmel's warning to viewers about the unpredictability of Trump's presidency hit home. It's only day 2, buckle up, it's gonna be a bumpy 4 years. Looks like the audience was all for it too. Social media lit up with people praising Kimmel's humor and his ability to put into words just how ridiculous Trump's actions were. It's like they say, sometimes you gotta laugh to keep from crying. And with Donnie Diapers in charge, we might need a lot more laughs to get through this circus of a presidency. Who knows what the orange turd will do next? Stay tuned, folks.